All right, listening to WDBX 91.1 FM Community Radio for Southern Illinois. Sorry about that little sound drop out there.
Yeah, I forgot. I had my eyes closed.
Close to the mic there, okay.
I had my eyes closed. When I close my eyes, that happens. We cease to broadcast.
Yeah, you know, like kids...
my bad.
When little kids are looking at adults and then they leave, some psychologists think that the kids think that the parents disappear from existence. And for them, maybe they do.
The world is my Prismo.
Now, did you have a shout-out? Talk about Barney? Hit me.
No, I did want to say that, like the Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit, they're doing a lot of covers, like two cellos. These two guys playing cellos are covering a lot of AC/DC. Like, they do they shred a great version of Thunderstruck. And there's a bluegrass group that their name escapes me, but they do Enter the Sandman by Metallica. There's a lot of... I saw a violin player do a version of the theme song to Mario, the video game. Made it sound just like it in violin. Hit all the notes.
Nice. Love cello violin, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, it's getting popular to take classical rock and turn it into classical music covers.
Yeah. Not that it hasn't been going on all the time, but I think with the advent of American Idol, people are seeing, the contestants trying to do it every week, take a cover and try to, quote-unquote, make it their own. So we're seeing a lot more on YouTube. Not that we wouldn't anyway, but I think that kind of made it more popular, too.
Yep.
Do you have anything to say about Barney?
Barney, anything public domain has been ripped off. Covers, I don't know if you can call it covers, because he took Knack Paddywhack and turned it into I Love You, You
Turned
Love
it into some
Me.
bones.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. All right, this is...
That's because I have friends
Barney.
that I love.
So is Barney still on television these days?
No, I think he got dragged away because he is carnivore. So he started like eating people, and he's presently doing time.
Yeah,
can't do that.
I guess kids love this kind of music, right?
Kids music? Yeah, kids love kids music.
Well, you're calling it kids music. I didn't call it kids music.
Yeah, I think it's kids music.
Sure is. So I guess this is technically a remake. A cover.
We played knick-knack on my knee with a knick-knack paddywhack. A dog a bone. Yeah, it's public domain, so nobody has to pay any royalties to anybody. They can just throw any lyrics behind the melody. I don't know if that's a cover.
Yeah, I don't know if I would call it a cover.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
I never thought cleaning my closet
I wouldn't want to.
So much fun.
But yeah,
you know, reminded me of lots of
Barney, you know, a lot of people ripped on Barney, but anybody who's going to be nice and full of sunshine, let's just, you know, that's okay. That's cool in my book. Don't need any people hating just because there's kindness afloat. The big purple dinosaur. How weird is that? Yeah, I'll get behind that. What do you got in the storage bin there, Greg G?
All right, coming up next, this is one served up by Frankie D. Of course, Elvis did the famous song Don't Be Cruel, but it was done as a remake by our very own local Illinois Cheap Trick.
From
Rockford, Illinois.
Rockford.
They did a cut of that, so let's take a listen, just a little bit of the original.
Right ahead, but don't be cruel to who heart is true. I don't want no other love, but baby, it's just you I'm thinking of. Well, you know I can be found sitting all alone. If you can come around, at least please tell us about. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Baby, if I made you mad with something I never said, please forgive know I want you to stay. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Let's walk down to the preacher. Let's say, hey, I do. And then I know you want me, and you know I want you to. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love. Baby, it's just you I'm thinking of. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Don't need no other love. Baby, it's just you I'm thinking of. Don't stop thinking of me. Don't make me feel this way. Come on over and love me. You know I want you to stay. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Why should we be apart? Baby, you know I love you across my heart. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. 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 I don't want no other love. Baby, it's just you I'm thinking of.
Yeah, this is Headphone Trips.
It
I
sure
am your
is.
host, Greg G, and my co-host over there,
Frankie D.
that was Rockford's own Cheap Trick doing a cut. You know, a lot of cool cuts these days are kind of traditional Negro spirituals or old blues songs. Some people will take them and kind of jazzy them up, or they'll like kind of really rock them out. This one is kind of both a Negro spiritual and also a blues song. So we're going to play a little cut of the original. This is by Blind Willie Johnson.
Who's that riding? Who's that riding? Who's that riding? Hey, for God's sake, tell me what's John riding? Oh, what's John riding? What's John riding? Hey, for God's sake.
And this is bumped up a little bit by Phil Keaggy.
Tell me who's that riding? John the Revelator. Tell me who's that riding? John the Revelator. Tell me who's that riding? John the Revelator.
That is John the Revelator wrote the Book of the Seven Seals.
And the original was done by?
John the Apostle. Oh, yes. Thought you meant the Seven Seals. Revelation.
The original was done by God because he invented everything.
That's right.
No, who did the original?
Blind Willie Johnson.
Okay, that's the version I like.
And there we have it.
Yeah,
okay, so next up we got Mrs. Robinson. This is Frank. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, but first I got a shout out.
Ah, yes.
It's a birthday shout out to Anna. Anna, drive safely and happy belated birthday. Hope you got everything you wanted for your B-Day.
This is Robinson.
Yeah. Originally Simon and Garfunkel, and then they did a little bit more of an electronic, pepped-up version done by the Lemonheads.
By the Lemonheads. You know when that came out about, the Lemonheads one?
I have no recollection in the past, just that events occurred, but I do not know which sequence.
All right. It's research for you. Okay, here we go. There you go. That is the Lemonheads, named after the famously tasty sour candy, the Lemonheads. By the way, I'm here with the next DJ coming up on Unintelligibles. What do we have on Unintelligibles? Yeti the snow monster.
Like a Sasquatch or an abominable snowman.
So people are going to be singing about the Sasquatch in white, right? Okay, elephants and Sasquatch and...
You know, according to J.R. Bob Dobbs in the Church of the Sub-Genius, hello, Sub-Gemini out there, Revelation X, the Apocryphon, encourages you to get in touch with your inner Yeti.
Your inner Yeti.
Yes, so that you can have sex with anything you want. That's what the church says.
Well, hopefully on Unintelligibles coming up in about 10 minutes or so, they actually have a little cut of the $6 Million Man, fighting the giant Sasquatch.
Oh, played by Andre the Giant.
Yes,
it was an awesome episode.
Fantastic. Few episodes.
Yeti.
All right, next up on our good remakes, we're going to do a parody. One of the most famous parodies from one of the most famous parody makers, which is Weird Al Yankovic. He did a remake of Beat It by Michael Jackson, which was a huge hit, called Eat It. So let's take a little bit listen of both of those. If that's Weird Al Yankovic or Michael Jackson.
Yeah, because
let's just jump as time is running through. There we go.
There's Michael. Hey, Michael.
And this is Eat It.
Are starving in Japan, so eat it, just eat it. Don't wanna argue, I don't wanna debate. Don't wanna hear about what kind of food you hate. You won't get no dessert till you clean off your plate, so eat it. Don't you tell me you're full, just eat it, eat it. Get yourself an egg and beat it. Have some more chicken, have some more pie. It doesn't matter if it's boiled or fried. Just eat it, just eat it, just eat it, just eat it. Your table manners are a crying shame. You're playing with your food to send some kind of game. Now if you starve to death, you'll just have yourself to blame. So eat it, just eat it. You better listen, better do what you're told. You haven't even touched your tuna casserole. You better chow down or it's gonna get cold, so eat it. I don't care if you're full, just eat it, eat it. Open up your mouth and feed it. Have some more yogurt, have some more Spam. It doesn't matter if it's fresh or canned, just eat it, eat it. Don't you make me repeat it. Have a banana, have a whole bunch. It doesn't matter what you had for lunch. Just eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Eat it.
you go, and that is Weird Al Yankovic doing "Eat It." That was a huge hit. I remember that way back in I think it was the early '80s. I also like to mention, like I said, for Headphone Trips next week, we are doing some of the very best songs from the grunge rock '90s era. So, I'd like to get some of your opinions. You can go to Headphone Trips Show on Facebook and go ahead and post which songs you would like us to play. I swear I will check out each and every song that you put up there and check it out.
He'll do it too.
Yeah,
he'll do it.
I'm serious.
You better believe he'll do it.
Now, if I think it sucks, I won't play it.
Yeah, but he'll do it.
Yeah, but I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
And just because I don't play it doesn't mean that I do think it sucks. It could be a time issue.
You got anything else? Because I want to hit a lightning round.
Yeah, go ahead and tell us something.
Hit the lightning round? Okay. Greatest crime perpetuated on remaking a TV show. Faulty Towers with John Cleese was made into an American version called Pain with John Larroquette. But the worst part was it was made again into Amanda starring B. Arthur. Love the babe, but she's no John Cleese. And the original British TV show Man About the House was turned into our very own Three's Company. The Nutty Professor, Eddie Murphy versus Jerry Lewis. Jerry Lewis, ding, 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 the winner. If you haven't seen it, watch it so you can agree with me.
Oh yeah, you got to see that. Actually, both versions were good. Eddie Murphy was hilarious, but the original Buddy Love, was much better.
Another horrible crime in remakes perpetuated was It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart. There was another version made with Marlo Thomas called It Happened One Christmas. They tried to modernize a classic. Some classics you just can't touch.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
Bad News Bears, Walter Matthau versus Billy Bob Thornton. I'll take a split vote on that. Billy Bob's pretty entertaining, but I want the Walter Matthau version.
Never saw that one.
Planet of the Apes, Charles Heston versus Marky Mark Wahlberg.
Now both of those I have seen, and the original was way better. I have to say.
Hitchcock's Rear Window was remade into a recent film called Disturbia. Saw them both. Rear Window wins because it's Jimmy Stewart, and Jimmy Stewart's awesome.
Yeah, those are both pretty decent.
Let's see.
Brian De Palma. I was going to say Brian De Palma actually did a remake of Rear Window, but it wasn't called Rear Window. It was called something different. That was very good. He does suspense well.
Song-wise, we didn't get to Tainted Love, which was done originally by Soft Cell, the remake by Marilyn Manson. We also have the national anthem. There are a lot of versions, but the best version of all time is Marvin Gaye, and the worst one of all time is Roseanne Barr.
That's perfectly. I think you nailed that there. As some of you may remember, Roseanne Barr was asked to do the national anthem, and first of all, who asked her to do that is the crazy person. You ask a comedian to do the national anthem, I don't know what you're expecting.
Movies again. Evil Dead was remade from Bruce Campbell to, I don't know who was in that new one. I like the idea that they didn't believe her because she was a recovering heroin addict. That made the storyline a little more believable.
They always lie.
You take Bruce Campbell out of the picture,
addicts
and
lie
it's not a picture.
Yeah. Evil Dead 2 was much better. The Fly is another remake made in 1986. The original is good, and also the new one is actually better.
I think so, but at the end of the original, help me.
Yeah, it's classic.
I like the idea of Vincent Price coming at the Fly Man with a rock and putting him out of his misery.
Yeah. Probably could have picked him out and, try to give him midlife as a fly.
Or ripped his wings.
Could have tried that, yeah.
Amityville Horror.
Hillbillies, yeah.
With one of the Brolins, I don't know, one of them was the original, and then Ryan Reynolds did the Brolins, like Charles Brolin.
Okay.
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds did the new one. Original, better. Footloose, the original Kevin Bacon, and the new one, didn't see it. Father of the Bride, Spencer Tracy versus Steve Martin.
And then, of course, you have Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the original in the 50s, was actually very, very good. And also the remake that was done in the, I think, like 78 or 79 was also extremely good.
Still have dreams about that hobo that fell asleep next to his dog and morphed into the dog with his head. That was awesome.
All right, you got one more?
Adam Sandler, Longest Yard, originally.
Oh, Burt fantastic Reynolds. Movie. The original is fantastic.
Burt Reynolds,
I think I broke his freaky little neck. All right, we're going to close this one out by a very good remake done in a movie called Jerk. This is called Tonight You Belong to Me. Gene Austen was one of the original ones way back in 1927. And then an excellent remake by Steve Martin and Bernadette Peters that they do themselves. So we're going to close out on that.
You protected me. You must really like me. I know you belong to somebody new, but tonight you belong to me. Although we're apart, you're part of my heart, and tonight you belong to me. Way down by the stream, how sweet it will seem once more just to dream in the moonlight. My honey, I know with the dawn that you will be gone, but tonight you belong to me, just a little lonely.
You know, while you were playing that just now, I had the craziest fantasy that I could rise up, float, right down the end of this cornet, right through here, through these valves, right along this tube, come right up against your lips, and give you a kiss.
Why didn't you?
I didn't want to get spit on me.